So this is my video response to the vision for Giveaway Masters. My thought is that just like with this, that scripture that said, where there is no vision, the people perish. When you don't have a vision for where you want to go, you can't get things done, right? You can't. There's no end goal in sight. You basically can go any direction, and it wouldn't matter because you won't get anywhere. But if you have a vision of where you want to go and things that you want to do in your own business or in life in general, if you have a goal where you want to get, that is achievable because you can line up steps to make that goal happen. And my thoughts about with Giveaway Masters is the fact that in any business today that is successful, if you look at all the main brands, all the big companies, they're all disruptors. You think of the tax industry and what companies and what things flipped that industry on its head. You look at the hotel industries and the things that got switched there to switch that industry on its head, as well as many other things, online shopping and many other things. The companies that are doing really well today are becoming what is known as a disruptor. And I think with Giveaway Masters' vision of what they're planning on doing, they're becoming a disruptor for the digital marketing agency, rather than trying to be the guy that has to figure out both the sales and the techie side of stuff and spend all the time in their free time, which, let's be honest, it doesn't ever really turn into any free time. They spend all that time trying to figure stuff out, and then they just don't. They waste either time, they waste money, they waste that stuff that they could be doing with family or friends or the things that they want to do, just trying to figure out this business, whereas you have the opportunity to become someone to give, to serve others, to help others grow in the things that they're trying to do by leveraging the company and the skills and the mindset of what Giveaway Masters has. And I think that's awesome, because when you're a disruptor, you're switching things up, you're flipping things on its head in an industry. And I think that's what's being done here with Giveaway Masters. Is what they're trying to do is take a industry that's sometimes very hard for one to get into or one to figure out, and for those that do figure it out and do get into it, they do really, really well. And I think that's what the average Joe sees. They see someone who's doing, they're like, oh, if I just do build websites for people, if I just do SEO, if I just do these things, I can make it big. But then they try and figure out, so a lot of that stuff has some complicated things into it. And then once you figure out the complicated stuff, you have to go figure out how to sell to people. You have to go figure out how to talk with people. And sometimes you could say the perfect sales pitch, or you could say the perfect thing, but like me, I don't ever I have the worst time selling, but I know how to give, I know how to serve and say, hey, this is going to benefit you, and this is what it can do, and this is what it's here for. So I think this is why this is my response to that, is because just becoming a disruptor, it's making a difference. Everyone gets locked into what they do to day-to-day basis, and they get into these routines, and industries get into these routines for years, and sometimes they an improvement comes along, and some people take it, and then the old way tries to smash it down. But if you get enough people trying to better an industry, to make it better, to make it more successful, to make it open up to the masses, for them to be able to help and serve others, I think that this is what they're trying to do, and I think that's awesome.